Hello, everybody. Today, I would like to present a social problem in Japan. Today's topic may be more critical than COVID 19, and suicide is the topic for today. I want to let you all know how serious this problem is. So, here's the outline. First, the causes of suicide, the transition of suicide in Japan, relation with COVID 19, solution, and lastly, summary. Before we go into more resounding, let's start with the causes of people's suicide in Japan. Recent data shows that the top three reasons are problematic situation at home, health problems, and financial and daily life problems. And as you can see from the latest 5 years, most people suicide due to health problems. Health problems includes depression and physical illness. Next, let us look at the transition of suicide in Japan. As you can see from the graph, from 2009 and 2019, the number of suicide was down for 10 years. So here goes the main part. From the graph earlier, it seems suicide has been mitigated, but after COVID-19 became pandemic, the number of people suicide is growing and becoming a major social problem in Japan, and it's mostly affected women. Due to COVID-19, in October of this year, 2020, female suicide in Japan increased by about 83% year on year. There are a few possible reasons. Due to COVID 19, many women are dismissed because women are more likely to work part time in hotels, restaurants, and retails. And Japanese society does not care for women. Next, in addition to anxiety about income, women struggle with their sudden increase in housework and the childcare burden. When schools and daycare centers are closed due to COVID 19, mothers are usually responsible for taking care of them, even if they have work, because children stay at home longer. This causes mothers to have more stress, causing them to suicide. So, why is suicide more important than COVID 19? Please look at this graph. I compared the cumulative total of people suiciding and people that died from COVID 19 in Japan. And more people died from suicide than COVID 19. Also, there are a few famous actors that have taken their lives away recently. The reason may not be COVID 19 related, but clearly see that suicide has increased in these few months. Let me ask you guys, aren't we focused on COVID 19 too much? As I was researching through the data, it showed a huge amount of people suiciding every month. Let's look at the transition of suicide in Japan again. Every year, there's a thousands of people dying, and there are many people out there wanting help. And COVID 19 is also a major problem, but we have to focus on suicide as well. Is there any solutions? Well, yes, but even though if I have an idea to solve the problem, I can't do anything. So, Japan's government has to do something. Um, they will have to give better financial aid to women and men who has or haven't have child. And this is my personal opinion, but many Japanese people seem to hide their weaknesses. Due to COVID 19, more people are likely to carry more stress than before. So Japanese government should also create a culture where people can show their weaknesses. For example, make a consulting facility all over Japan for people that are suffering from huge amount of stress. Lastly, my summary for this presentation. First, I talked about the causes of suicide, and the top three reasons were health problems, financial daily life problems, and family problems. Then I talked about the suicide relation with COVID 19, and the women are affected most. After that, I compared a number of deaths between suicide and death from COVID 19. And there are more people dying from suicide than COVID 19. Lastly, solution. The Japanese government has to focus on both COVID 19 and suicide at the same time. And it might lessen the number of suicide by giving more financial aid to people with or without the children, and create a culture where people can show weaknesses. Here are the sources. And thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, please email me. Thank you.